Yeah, we just arrived in Amsterdam, on the way now to Rotterdam for the third Outworld in a row. Really happy, we have a new venue, Ahoy this time. And yeah, for Outworld this is actually the best venue because it's just made for events. You can build basically anything there. Yeah, so the build-up days already running. I heard they are already in good progress. So we're gonna go there now and have a look how far it is, if there anything is missing. And actually tonight I play 2 more gigs in Belgium. Normally I always take off at least the days before Outworld. But yeah, we'll be in a venue now the whole day until the evening, until 11 p.m. Then I will drive to Antwerp by car, play there from 1 to 3, then driving from Antwerp to Ghent, playing from 5 to 7, sleep until 12 maximum, and then I will drive back to Rotterdam and be in the venue the whole day for all the sound check, light check, what I usually do on the show day. So it will be pretty hectic, but yeah, really happy that I can also play another gig before an Outworld, because considering I play I do around 12 Outworld shows per year, and if I don't play any shows always before or after, it takes away a lot of gigs. And of course I also still like to play other shows, and especially today it's Garage Antwerp and Compass in Ghent are one of my favorite clubs. So really happy that we can combine this with an Outworld weekend. That's so overproduced as always. How big the reactor actually is now, especially over the DJ booth, it feels like it's eating it. Yeah, we are in Rotterdam tonight for Outworld. This is the 3rd edition in the city. I have a very long relationship to Rotterdam, and especially to Rotterdam Rave, which are the partners for this event. I play for Rotterdam Rave since so many years, and really happy to have them as a partner to do this here. Yeah, and we are at Ahoy for the first time. It's an incredible event location. It's just been built like 5 years ago, so it has the highest technical standards. Like everything here is made soundproof, so the acoustic of the room is incredibly good. You have very strong rigging points. You can put tons in the ceiling, and yeah, it's just a black box, so it's basically like a blank sheet of paper for a production design. Normally when I have such rigging points, I'd like to do something with motion to move elements in the air, but as I did it already a few months ago in Amsterdam, I felt I want to do something different. Yeah, I came up with a new production design, never did something like this before, and at the heart of this is the reactor, which we built custom-made for Madrid, but we built a much bigger reactor out of it. And so it has a 360 setup. You can make crazy 360 chaser effects. It looks like a huge engine to create electricity. I don't know. I mean, when you look at this perspective, it looks like a heart. If you just look at this one arm, it looks like a chainsaw. It's so impressive. The effects which you can do with this setup is just incredible. All these arms here around are surrounded with moving heads. We have 240 or 230 moving heads in total. That's actually the same amount of moving heads as we had in Amsterdam in Ziggo Dome, but this venue is more compact. Ziggo Dome is for 12,000 people, and we spread the beams all across the dance floor, but here we have one object. So imagining this amount of moving heads so compact all here in the middle, it will be just like a moving head massacre. The top octagon is surrounded with X4 bars, so you can create like a shine around the reactor. Then we have beams inside the reactor which shoot through the circles, a smoke jet as well. Then we have another 16 smoke jets in total. Yeah, when this is coming down, it feels like this thing is levitating. Yeah, just like these effects, when it's really dark and you have these 360 effects, just like the shadow it gives from the LED screen, it feels like this thing is really moving. It's incredible. And yeah, the second reactor, maybe you remember from Madrid, we built 2 reactors. In Madrid we had this one on the ground, but now we mounted it above the stage. We put it super low, so it looks almost like it's eating the DJ, or it's like beaming the DJ somewhere. Have another circle around that with a LED screen and robotetraics, which are basically the same effect as the GLPX4 bars, but they are shorter and they can rotate, so can make a really nice effects here as well. And then, of course, as always, the big open stage, 1,000 people can enter. Yeah, the transparent DJ booth. Yeah, so this time we have a Adamson sound system because Ahoy has a built-in Adamson sound system. It was not in the scale which we would usually put a sound system, that's why we doubled the amount of it. But I had Adamson already during some gigs and I really liked it. So I felt like we can keep it for Outworld, but we just double the amount. That's basically what we do with Outworld. Whatever we're gonna do, we do it like double or triple times as you would normally imagine it. So we have here 4 big line arrays and a huge amount of subs. I actually don't know the exact number right now, but yeah, you can see there's the whole pit is full of sub-stacks. Yeah, that will be proper, especially with this room acoustics here, because everything is made soundproof. That's really a great starting point for having good sound. And yeah, with these 4 line arrays and so many sub-stacks, should be proper. Yeah, this Outworld today in Ahoy, we're doing with Rotterdam Rave as a partner. I played many Rotterdam Rave events, and when I started with Outworld, they were really supportive in bringing it here to the city. Directly brought me to this amazing venue, Marsilo, where we did the first Outworld 3 years ago. And yeah, I just love working with them because they have such a professional team. They are just so on point with everything they do. And what is most important for me is that they really understand the Outworld vision, because what we are doing with these productions is, of course, not like industry standard. And the most asked question when you go to new countries and you want to do that is like, why do you want this extreme high amount of that? And I'm so perfectionistic about everything, and I have such a clear vision about every detail of the event, and for a lot of people that's not directly obvious. In Rotterdam, they understand that and they are very supportive, and they have such a great team to make all that happen. It's just so much fun because everything works out so smoothly. A lot of preparations for the Outworlds are often very much headache. Of course, I enjoy the process, but sometimes the process is really long because too many people are involved who maybe don't directly understand the vision, and then I need to explain it a lot, and they just understand it. And yeah, that's why I always love this Rotterdam edition, because it just works out so smoothly. And of course, there's also a great scene here in Rotterdam, and the last editions were amazing. It was really such a great vibe. Also, people really respected the no photo policy actually last year. We did not do it in the first year, but there also weren't too much phones, which I also really appreciate. I understand everybody who wants to take like a memory for themselves. And I understand people are traveling from all around the world, coming here, and they want to have 1 or 2 videos on their phone to have it as a memory. I totally get that. I think like the problem is only the people who film like every track or every second track, because that's really like disturbing on a dance floor if you see like the lit up screen, and it just disconnects you with the moment. I think if everybody would actually just stick to 1 or 2 videos in a night, or even if it's 3, there would not even be needed a rule. So the rule is actually really like to avoid having these people filming all the time. And of course there are still people breaking the rule and taking off the sticker, but it harms them. And I think it's a learning process, because in some cultures where people are traveling here, they don't have this rule, they don't have this culture, and of course we can't always expect from other people to understand our culture. Yeah, I think it's a learning process, and I think it's getting better over the time. This goes out to everybody. I understand if you want to take a video or 2. I know this is something very impressive, and it's a special night. Please keep it to a minimum, and then we don't even need a rule. if you just stick to it like 1 or 2 times a night. For this Outworld edition, which is not an all night long, I curated this lineup, and I wanted to bring together like the old school of techno and the new generation. So today we have Grey Star. She's opening. She plays like classy, proper techno, also some old school influence stuff. I really love her style and her mixing style. I follow her since a long time, and yeah, she's just amazing. She will play a perfect warm-up, and then we have Shadow and Lars Huisman. Shadow is running the label Mutual Rhythm, and he's an old friend. Actually, he introduced me to old school techno in around 2019, because back in the days I was producing house, and then I was getting some new influences from techno when I went to Awakenings, and then I got to know him, and he really introduced me to this old school music and showed me a lot of old vinyls which are not available online. So he was a really driving force in bringing this old sound closer to me. So it's amazing to have him today on the lineup. Lars Huisman, he's releasing a lot on Mutual Rhythm, or also on Mono Black from Dex J. He plays like also proper old school techno. Really love his sound, and yeah, I think they are a great back-to-back fit. Then I play, and after me is Golpe and Svetek playing. These are like OG hard techno artists. They started making music in the early 2000s, or I think Svetek even like in the late 90s. They were like the artists actually who made music back in the days in around 2005, when techno was labeled as hard techno for the very first time. So it's very interesting what hard techno is today, and they were like the key figures of that sound. It's amazing to have them as a back-to-back. For me, they are legends, and yeah, just amazing to have them at Outworld. And then the closing is DJ Fernanda Martins. She's also more from the OG techno side. She's running the label Audio Code Records with DJ Lucas, and she plays back-to-back with Triptych, who is from Outworld, and he's a younger producer, and so I just love that combo of the old school and the new school techno. And yeah, that's about the lineup for today. As always, for me, it's super important that there's like an organic build-up during the night, because if you just start hard and you only go harder, the people will be tired after a while. And if there's like a constant build-up through the night, it's just like there's always something new to discover in the music. The sound is changing a little bit. A bit more energy is adding. So many things in life where organic build-up is important. Like, I don't know, if you make a movie, it's also, there's like an intro. If you go to a restaurant and you eat like a 3-course menu, you start also lighter. And I think that's the same in music when curating a night. That's always my approach for the Outworld lineups when I curate a lineup.